Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and hi, I'm Josh. I am in recovery and battling the diseases of addiction and mental health. Today we'll be reading from Just for Today, August 10th, in order to catch up because I'm moving and it takes a lot longer than I anticipated. August 10th from Just Today, regular prayer and meditation. Most of us pray when we are hurting. We learn that if we pray regularly, we won't be hurting as often or as intensely. Basic text, page 45. Regular prayer and meditation are two more key elements in our new pattern of living. Our active addiction was more than just a bad habit waiting to be broken by force of will. Our addiction was a negative, draining dependence that stole all our positive energy. That dependence was so total, it prevented us from developing any kind of reliance on a higher power. From the very beginning, our recovery, our higher power, has been the force that's brought us freedom. First, it relieved us of our compulsion to keep taking drugs even when we knew they were killing us. Then it gave us freedom from the more deeply ingrained aspects of our disease. Our higher power gave us the direction, the strength, and the courage to inventory ourselves, to admit out loud to another person what our lives have been like, perhaps for the first time, to begin seeking release from the last chronic defects of character underlying our troubles, and at last to make amends for the wrongs we've done. The first contact with a higher power and then that first freedom has grown into a life full of freedom. We maintain that freedom by maintaining and improving our conscious contact with our higher power through regular prayer and meditation. Just for today, I will make a commitment to include regular prayer and meditation in my new pattern of living. Yeah, so prayer and meditation are a big aspect of my life when I, am trying to continue to maintain my recovery, which so far has been successful, which I'm happy about. It's really nice to wake up in the morning and I wake up in my own bed and my feet hit the floor and I'm sober and I can make my bed, go brush my teeth, lay out my clothes, take a shower, get ready for the day, have a cup of coffee, read the paper, and watch a little bit of the news for TV because I'm part of the 5 a.m. club. As you can tell, it's almost 2 a.m. I also have chronic insomnia. But what I really liked about the reading is the aspect of prayer and meditation. I was raised Roman Catholic, so I used to go to CCD, church every Sunday, confession on Saturdays, and I was doing the Stations of the Cross and was confirmed, but I haven't been a practicing Christian for a while, but I do have faith, which is one of the things that people often ask me as a cognitive behavioral scientist who is an empiricist and data-driven learner, and kind of that's where my career and personality leads myself. I also have a lot of faith. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. It's one of the things on the example that I use with my prayer and meditation. When I'm outside grounding, and that's like when I have my shoes and socks off so that I can feel the grass on my feet. You want to do that on the grass in nature. Concrete is man-made, whereas nature, for me, I'm connected to something greater than myself. The grass will be here long after I'm gone. The trees will be here long after I'm gone. The rocks will be here long after I'm gone. And the example that I always use is the wind. I can see the leaves blowing in the wind. I can feel the wind blowing on me and my face. I can smell the salt air and the ocean rolling in and the waves rolling in constantly. So even though I can see all of that stuff and I have no control over it, I know it exists. So that for me has been my higher power, has been the universe and nature that is far, far greater than I am. It'll still exist once I'm gone, and it is one of the things that I'm connected to and it helps me out. So when I find myself being lonely, or I'm hungry, angry, lonely and tired, that I need to make sure that I don't have a mental relapse, because you always have the mental relapse before the physical relapse. So whenever I feel red flags popping up, I talk to my sponsor, my grant sponsor, I do my homework, and I make sure that I stay sober for the day, because that's all I have is my 24 hours. So that's my strength. My hope is that I continue to get stronger at my meditation and prayer. I've even been thinking about going back to church on Sundays, but I think I'll probably do that after this move, because I'm really focused on, the accountability group, because we have multiple platforms, but the ones that I am taking care of for me personally, because I've personally been through the ringer so many times. I came out at 20 as being an addict, and I rolled the dice with my life way too many times, and I've lost a lot of friends over the years, and there hasn't been a year that's gone by where I haven't been to a memorial, a vigil, or a funeral since I was 20. So that's pretty hard. So my action for the day is to continue to meditate, and I will also pray that I can be the best version of myself, because it's me versus me, and I need to be the best me today, and ideally a better me than I was yesterday, because it's progress, not perfection. And then while I'm working on today and just focused and sober on today, and that my mouth and my feet are matching, and I'm walking the walk and talking the talk, or vice versa, and I'm hitting meetings and I'm doing my work intentionally with a willingness to maintain my sobriety, that I will be setting myself up to be even better tomorrow than I am today. So that is my commitment to prayer and meditation for the day, and my hope for you all is that you have time to take a step back and pray or meditate, or find a way to take a step back and figure out what your higher power is, especially if you're a newcomer. And that's the important part. I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, but most importantly, use the comment section as an opportunity to ask questions, to vent if you're new, just to try and figure out, okay, what are ways or different tools that I can put in my toolkit in order to maintain my sobriety and stay within the guardrails. And then if you have time under your belt and have stayed within the guardrails and have been working your recovery program, you can share some of the things that worked for you, and individuals can use that. Additionally, we have a platform on Twitter. Our handle is #buildinghope. I'm the only one that tweets and works that. Even though I have a marketing team, I let them take care of other stuff in terms of gaining traction. And then finally is Instagram, which is just #recovery, and you can subscribe to that, and I post to that regularly. Feel free to DM me on Twitter or on Facebook or on Instagram, or even here at YouTube, and I will be more than happy to talk to you, speak with you, or just listen and lend an active listening ear. So my hope for you today is just find some time to pray and to meditate and to do those things in order to have an intentional willingness to maintain your sobriety. With that, I'd like to say I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I'm Josh, and an addict in recovery who also suffers from mental health issues. Thank you.